What is up, lovers? Welcome to another episode of The Sarah B Show. I was going to start this off by saying, I am actually finally reporting to you guys healthy for the first time in a long time. I say that as I knock on wood. I just came down with a really sore throat a couple of days ago, and I think it's probably just allergies. Texas is the hottest place on earth right now, I feel like. I know there's probably hotter, obviously, Nevada, Arizona, places like that, but we're up there. It's 101 today. It is hot as hell. It's 104 all the rest of the week. It's just ridiculously hot. It sucks. But that being said, the allergies are really bad right now. I usually don't even have allergies. But it is, oh man, here we go. I start the show, I hit the ground running and go all in different tangents when I had a plan and we're already going all off. But whatever, it's my podcast. I guess I can do what I want. So try to keep up. Tell all my friends and family all the time, this is how I am all the time. So anyway, I have 2 weeks off of work right now, off of the Lex and Terry show. We're in our 2-week summer vacation. Normally it's the first 2 weeks of August, but we did it mid-August this time, which is different, which almost is it's almost fall. It's kind of crazy that we do it so late. It's kind of interesting, but it is what it is. I'm not complaining. I get 2 weeks off. It's nice and I love it. So having those 2 weeks off, I start feeling like a normal human again, one that doesn't have to get up at 3:30 a.m. during the week, which is super nice. And again, not complaining. I love my job. Everybody has goods and bads, positives and negatives about their workplace. The biggest negative for sure about mine is getting up that early. It definitely ruins your week, night plans, because you can't really go out on school nights. It's rough. Even back in the day when I was super young and working here and doing that, I would try to stay out all night or be out really late. It just didn't work for me. I require my sleep. I need my beauty sleep. And 3:30 is just very, very early. So these 2 weeks off are nice. And, I go to bed late. I stay up having wine or watching TV or movies and go to bed whenever I want and get a full 8 hours, which is unheard of. I can get up early and actually go running or go to the gym. But running outside is what I miss a lot. And, I would used to do it when I would get off work, or in the afternoon it'd be, doable. But now it's it's literally 80 when you wake up already in Texas. So the only time you can really go is early in the morning. So the other day I finally went on an outdoor run again on my favorite trail. I did 3.5 miles, smashed it, felt so good. I don't think I've sweat that much in a very long time. I think I sweat more on that run than I even did in the sauna the other day. I was dying. But ever since that run, I've had a sore throat. So I know it's allergies, but it's a bummer, and I'm trying to just kick it. I've turned to my my squad, who they are very good at giving tips on how to get rid of this stuff naturally. So I'm on double zinc and garlic and lemons and manuka honey, vitamin C, vitamin D, all the hot tea. Trying to kick this because I officially, guys, go into space again in a couple days. It's crazy. It feels like I haven't been there in forever, because it kind of has been forever. It's been a month. I know this specifically because last time I was in space, I started my period right after. Hi, guys. Sarah B's TMI. Here we go. And I'm starting any day now. So I actually leave for space on the 16th, to go to the space station to get ready to go into space. I don't go technically into orbit till after that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm supposed to start my period the day I leave to go to the space area. So that's unfortunate. I wish I would start now. I could get it out of the way. It's messing with my head a lot this time. Periods suck. Shout out to women out there who have to deal with this every month. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So fun to be a woman. But anyway, and I should treat this for what it is. If you are just listening to this podcast for the first time or have no idea what I'm talking about by space, basically I'm doing something top secret right now with my life that is very fun and exciting and, my choice. And I can't talk about it. I have signed an NDA. And everything is very private and hush-hush. And so I can't say anything about it. So I basically am saying I'm going to space. I'm going up into orbit. That's what I'm doing. Have met a lot of cool fellow astronauts. Already took one voyage there recently and going back again. And there you go. But the fun part about that is I've talked about that on this. I've talked about that on the regular show. And you guys have all had a lot of guesses and and messaged me with a lot of your concerns or, just wondering where exactly I'm at. And so this comes from my website, sarahbshow.com. I should go there and check that, my pod page, more often. I'm sure I have a bunch of messages on there. For some reason, it only emails me random certain ones. I promise I'll do that soon. I say that every episode. Worst host ever. But I got a couple here to read, and this one was very funny to me because this was an example of some of the messages I've been getting from you. This one comes from Charlene. She says, I think I know where you've been and hopefully are going to if you are picked. The Bachelor. I know tryouts were in Las Vegas, and if you are picked, you said that you could possibly be out of the country, and usually they're filmed somewhere out of the country. Now tell me, am I right? Well, Charlene, I'm only reading this because you are not correct. That's hilarious, though. And I started thinking about that. I don't know that I could ever be on The Bachelor. Like, I enjoy watching that show, because who doesn't love to watch drama? But to be involved in that much drama, I just don't think I could do it. One, being in like a house or a place like full of all of those women. And I'm sorry, but like when you're trying to nail down one guy in general, even if it's just you and him, it's already hard enough. But you're trying to nail down one guy that all of you are fighting for, the same guy. I'm honestly surprised there's not more violence or chaos. Maybe there is. Maybe I just haven't watched it in a long time. But the other thing that's crazy about that is I always heard, like, I know every episode, you know, you have to have like your date night dresses and your go out outfits and then your rose ceremony dresses and your gowns. And I heard that you have to have like, I can't remember the amount of them, but you also have to pay for them all yourself and they all have to be approved and look amazing. And I'm like, I can even afford that. So anyway, also I just like, I've seen those women. They're all freaking gorgeous, like model looking and amazing. And I just, I just don't think I'd fit in there at all, looks wise, and just to be around them in general. And also, you guys have met me. You hear me. You listen to me. I am nothing like that. Like, if that guy actually, like, if I was 100% myself and opened up immediately, I would be voted out like the first night. I might be memorable enough to, like, you know, live on in people's memories after episode 1, but that would be it. I just don't see myself making it. I'm looking for love and marriage and to settle down. Absolutely not. No, not at all. Naked dating or something like that. Definitely more my style, just for fun and chaos. But yeah, sorry, it is not The Bachelor. Just go into space. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, I have another message that was randomly sent to me. So let's read that one, shall we? This one comes from Hank, I believe. Yes, Hank. He says, trust all is well. You have such a great personality relative to what I hear on the radio. And it's all fake, Hank. I'm in the TK 1015 area. If y'all are ever down on the Gulf Coast, I have a place on Mobile Bay. It's an open invitation. I've listened to about some things that seem tough. I know this is your website. This message is for all four. Oh, well, this is for the Lex and Terry show. Well, I will tell them this. They're all on vacation right now. But thank you for the kind words, Hank. And just to let you know, I can't go much into detail right now, but I will tell you they are working on an appearance in the TK 101 Mobile, Pensacola area. I believe sometime later this year, and that is all I can say for now, but we are very excited. I specifically am very excited because I love that area. I love the people. It's just beautiful. I hope we get some beach time. Oh man, I'm so excited. So stay tuned. We will definitely, hopefully be in that area soon. So there you go. Anyway, so there you go, guys. I'm just pumping myself full of meds while also pumping iron at the gym right now, trying to get ready for everything that is coming up. Life is kind of crazy right now. So this episode is actually, I did something like this last year and I kind of enjoyed it. I'm a little late, like slightly, but I kind of wanted to do like a 6-month check-in. It's kind of almost like 8 months now, technically, but almost halfway through the year, a little more than that. Check-in, to 2024, like New Year's resolutions. What have you like maintained? Have you maintained it at all? Have you hit your resolutions? Have you achieved your goals? Have you completely forgotten them and abandoned them? So that's kind of what I want to get into. I just feel like my life is kind of crazy right now. It really is. And everything that's going on right now is very exciting. And once again, I hate alluding to all this stuff. I absolutely cannot wait to talk to you guys about it and tell you about everything. And I will as soon as I possibly can, I promise. But life has just been a little crazy. I feel a little ungrounded, if you will. So I'm definitely using these next few days to like kind of chill, kind of relax, kind of just get my me time, meditate, get my head straight before going back up into space. and yeah, so I guess let's get right into a little halfway through the year check-in with our goals mentally and physically. Let's do this. Now I'm going to say, like, I could go back and look before making this statement, but I'm lazy and I don't want to. But basically, I don't know that I had any, like, hardcore set New Year's resolutions this year. because obviously it was kind of a crazy time. I went through the awful breakup, which kind of seems just absolutely so far away now. I've been like telling everybody still like that I mean like, I went through a really bad breakup recently. And then when I actually think about it, like it happened end of November, right? So let's even count that way. December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. It's been like, this is month 9 technically. So it's been like 8 to 9 months since the breakup. Like, that's crazy. It does not feel like it's been that long. And maybe too, because I didn't move out till almost April. So technically, you know, I guess that's when I really started healing. So if you do the math, then I guess it'd be like what, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, that's like 5 months. That seems more new and that makes me feel feel a little better about myself. But anyway, you know, obviously it was a very rough time, and I don't think I really set a lot of like hardcore intentions other than like, I need to heal. I need to feel better. I need to not be broken anymore. And that was kind of the goal. And we've got there for sure. I'm not going to say like I'm perfect by any means, but oh my gosh, I'm so much better than I was. So, you know, stuff that helped me with that obviously was journaling a lot, venting to as many people as I could, close people. Or close to me people. But I felt bad about that. I mean, I just like was so sad every day. I would just like cry to my friends, cry to my family. And it just got to the point where I'm like, I know everybody's sick of hearing this and hearing from me and hearing about this constantly. So therapy like really, really helped me. You know, it was a weekly thing for me for a while. And, you know, I could talk to my friends and family about it, but to her, like, I could just go and, like, spill my guts, and she would just listen. And I could say the same thing every week if I wanted to, and sometimes I would. And it just helped so much to get it all out, to cry, to go through that sadness, to go through the anger, to go through the resentment, to go through the guilt. Like, it's just crazy, the process. And something I got kind of sick of hearing, but it's so damn true, is healing isn't linear, and it is absolutely not. You know, I think that was my problem at first, as I was sitting there reading, like, what steps I'm supposed to go through and in what order. But no, nobody's the same. Like, you could go from 1, 2, 3 back to 1, you know, 1, 2 to 7 and back to 3. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. And there's no, you know, I mean, 5 years together is a long time. It's going to take a long time to get over. I'm a very sensitive and emotional person, and I love hard. And, you know, like, it sucks. Like, part of me is like, you know, wishes I could change that and fix that so that I wouldn't have to feel hurt like that ever again. But at the same time, it's like, you don't want to change yourself. You don't want to love less. You don't want to have no feelings. Like, don't let the person, the monster that made you so upset, don't let them turn you into that same monster that they are, you know? But it's tempting at times. I often relate back to this stupid example, but the show Vampire Diaries, where the vampires, oh my God, I'm so dumb, could literally turn off their feelings or turn off their humanity, is what they said, I believe. And so it would make them like a dark person. They would just have no emotion, no feeling, no nothing. And it just made them so bad and so gnarly. But I think about that reference a lot more than I probably should. And I'm like, man, sometimes it would just be so nice to flip that switch and turn it off. Or I guess like the show The Magicians, if you didn't have your shade in, if you didn't have your shade, it's like basically your humanity. You just don't care about anything. You make decisions like on impulses and just whatever. Okay, I watch a lot of, I'm not going to say stupid TV. I like it, but a lot of, a lot of nerdy stuff. Anyway, I highly recommend The Magicians on Netflix. I've watched the whole thing twice, and I so wish it would come back still. Such a great show. Anyway, but that being said, I definitely have come a long way in my healing journey through the year. And I feel like, again, that was kind of my big thing, was just to kind of get through the breakup, get over it, learn how to be independent again, learn how to love myself again, and come up with some new hobbies, like hobbies that I like, find out what my passions are again, because I had none of that. I've talked about this before, that like it made me cry because my therapist asked me like, well, what are some hobbies you like? What are some things you like to do? What makes you happy? And genuinely, when I started this therapy in like December or something, like I couldn't think of anything, because everything I did revolved around my ex. Everything. I was constantly trying to make him happy and make our relationship better and make things work. And like everything I did revolved around him. And it was just so sad to me that it had come to that I'm like, I genuinely was that lost that I could not think of anything I did to make me happy. Like I had no hobbies, none, other than we would go out and eat and drink constantly. That was it. Which was so sad. And that's something I worked on a lot. And that's something I have like almost too much of now. You know, I started doing the improv stuff, which sadly I've kind of put on the back burner. I was asked to join an improv troupe, and the space expedition is kind of interfering with that. So I haven't even been back to improv class in a while. And that's because I found another hobby, which was salsa and bachata dancing, going out Latin dancing. And that would be on like the same weekends and stuff that improv classes were. So I started doing that instead. And, you know, it's a lot. I've kind of found a lot of stuff. And the thing that makes me sad that I feel like I've kind of gotten off track is that I've kind of started romanticizing my hobbies over my career and like future goals and career kind of thing. So I've started doing more fun over things that are more important, I feel like. And again, that's all about balance. It's something I've been working on in all aspects of my life. But that's a big one for me. So I've told you guys before, my ultimate like goal in life, I would love to be on like SNL or have like my own late show or something like that. Like I love working in entertainment. You know, I work in radio now and I absolutely love it. It's not going to be here forever. So I'm trying to think like down the road a little bit or long term after this, you know, building myself up, getting myself ready. And, you know, I rehomed my birds. Still makes me sad. Having a really rough week with that specifically. I don't know why. Just feeling a lot of guilt, really missing them a lot. Still think it's for the best at the moment, but just having a lot of sadness about it. But either way, I just feel like, you know, I was going to make a lot of content, and then I have some, but I've kind of like slowed down on that a little bit. But I had a lot of ideas for content creation, a lot of ideas for live streaming stuff and DJing again, and, you know, just working on comedy bits and ad-libbing and improv and all this stuff. And I definitely have kind of put all of that on the back burner. And honestly, like the Latin dancing is kind of taking over everything. That and then the current space expedition has kind of been my life. So it's a good excuse, at least a space expedition thing. The other stuff I need to kind of like prioritize myself and career and all that and get back into that for sure. Especially because salsa dancing is starting to lose it a little for me, only because I'm dealing with some drama in all these classes I seem to go to. And I'm going to say right now, this is not a me thing, but it is something that I feel like women shouldn't have to work on. It sucks, but it's something that we need to if we're going to like be able to go out and be ourselves and navigate through life. And that is like growing a set or, you know, having more of a backbone. And I'm not even going to say like sack up or grow a set of balls, because once again, let me, for the second time in 5 minutes, quote The Magicians, as High King Margot says, ovary up. I like that. I need to ovary up and stand up for myself. But I'm just dealing with a lot of like guys in class, you know. I just want to go dance, basically. Like, I love the dancing. That is why I'm there. I'm not there to meet guys. I'm not there to find my next relationship or husband or hookup. I'm there to dance because it's a dance class. But oh my gosh, like the last class I was in was definitely like the worst one. It was like every class there was some good dancers in there. Don't get me wrong. There were some good dancers that were actually there to dance and learn and have the camaraderie and all that. But a lot of people would come and show up in like their best dress clothes, and guys would like shower in cologne, and like they wouldn't even like learn anything. They weren't there to try to learn. They just want to pick up girls and hit on girls. And like literally the first class, I think I got asked for a number like 3 times. And I promise you, like, I don't want this to come off at all as like a pretentious, like, oh my God, stop asking for my number. It's nothing like that at all. You know, I'm flattered, but it's like, I'm just there to dance, not to get hit on. I had this issue before when I was single, and I would try to join book clubs at like meetup groups and like, you know, board game clubs, just to try to make friends, get out, find new hobbies, do something. And it was the same issue. And then guys would get mad when you turn them down. And then instead of like standing up for myself, I would just take myself out of the club and never go back. So it's like, why am I letting people ruin this for me? Things that I want to do, things that are fun. And instead of me standing up for myself, I bow out and let them have it. And it's just such bullshit. It's such bullshit. So anyway, I ended up going to this new class, and things are really great in this new school that I'm in. Everybody can dance super well. You can tell they're actually there to dance. It's just like a really great environment. I really enjoy it a lot. But then a couple of days ago in class, a guy was in there and started talking, excuse me, about how him and his girlfriend just talked about how they want to be just friends. And I'm like, oh, bummer, like totally get it. Went through that 6 months ago. It was rough after 5 years, but it gets better, I promise. And it turns out he's only with his girl like a couple months or something. Anyway, fast forward to like halfway through class or end of class, and he finally gets to the whole like, well, you know, I'll find someone. He's like, you found someone and this and that. And I was like, oh no. I was like, I don't want anyone. I was like, I'm good with being single. Like, and you know, I didn't even talk to him about the last class and how guys would come there just to hit on people, and it was like awful. And then he still has the balls, and he's like, oh, you're not with anyone? Well, in that case, do you want to go out for some beers sometime? And I'm like, oh my God, like, did you not listen to anything I just said, like, at all? Like, anyway, and so it's kind of a bummer. I'm skipping class again tonight. Not fully because of that, just I have a lot going on and I have a lot to get ready for, but I find myself doing that again, that I'm just kind of like being exhausted by it. So like, is it even worth going anymore? But here, once again, letting men ruin things for us. And I'm not saying this to all men out there. It's just guys in general at these things like that. Like, just listen. Like, girls will tell you what they want or don't want. Like, just be aware and don't like ruin a thing for someone. Like, it just sucks. I just want to go dance. That's all. But anyway, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign I need to, like, you know, kind of put a pause on my hobbies, or just like, you know, put a little less time into that and a little more time into career, comedy, writing, all the other things I want to do that'll set me up for the future. That's really what I should be doing. So I just kind of feel like my life is in limbo a little bit lately, and it's not a good feeling. And so I just kind of want to maybe drop back a little bit and start doing more things for myself and to set my future up for the better. So there's that. Plus, you know what? It is almost my favorite time of the year again. Today is August 13th. It means it's almost September, y'all. And y'all know what happens when September 1st hits. It is officially fall in my eyes. The decorations are going to come out. I have a new apartment and I can decorate the whole thing myself however I want. I'm so excited. Oh, I cannot wait. New shopping for new decorations. I got to watch my first fall Halloween-y movie, my favorite movie ever, Practical Magic. So excited. New candles, all the pumpkin spice, everything. Oh man, y'all, I'm just ready. I'm so ready. And I'm serious. I have a problem right now with eating sweets. I was literally at First Watch earlier with my mom having brunch, and I had my waffle again, and they were like, oh, we're getting ready for our fall menu that starts next week. Pumpkin pancakes are back. And I'm like, hell yes, give me all the pumpkin pancakes. So I'm so sorry. My delicious waffle with berry compote, you are going to be put on the back burner for a while. Probably till like January, I believe, is how long they have that delicious pumpkin pancake. But you have been replaced. You've been replaced. And I'm excited for the space expedition, but I can't wait for it to all be over and I can come back and get back to my normal life and back into the groove of things. And I am honestly a little sad that I'm going to be not on this planet when the pumpkin pancake hits. So I will definitely be getting that when I get back. For show. So anyway, that is basically my latest update. Aside from all that, I've been sticking with all my mental health stuff. I've been continuing my gratitude journal, which is where I write 3 things that I'm grateful for every night that have happened, even if it's a tiny something. Like, you know, I managed to get to the gym for 20 minutes today, or I chose to eat healthy today instead, or it could be huge things, you know, grateful for meeting someone, grateful for whatever it is. Sometimes it's more difficult than others to find 3 things, but it really helps you just like kind of ground you and shows like, oh, I do have things to be happy and thankful for. So I've continued that gratitude journal so much that I'm almost out of room in it and I'm going to have to get a new one. It's kind of exciting. So I do that still. I'm still doing therapy. I do it like once a month at least, just to, it's funny because there's sometimes I'm like, I don't really think I need this therapy at this point, but then I'll do it anyway. And then it's like the hour flies by and I literally feel like 20 pounds has been lifted off my chest after. Like, I didn't realize how much I actually needed it. And it just helps to have somebody to talk things out. Sometimes you don't even, again, feel like you need it, but it does help. It just really does. I'm a very big fan of therapy. I am. Prioritize your mental health, my lovers. Oh, what else? I've been, like a typical cancer, watching all my nostalgia shows. I literally just watched like all, was it 5 or 6 seasons of Sex and the City? Oh, what is wrong with me? I get great pleasure out of sitting on the couch and watching that. And now I want to move to New York again. It just happens that way. What else? I've been still prioritizing gym. I kind of slowed down for a little bit, but I've gotten back into it for sure. And I'm very much enjoying the gym, very much keeping my maintenance going and eating healthy for the most part. Still got my Go Cleanse stuff in there, you know, to keep my maintenance going. And, you know, for the times when I'm like, okay, I've gotten a little out of control, go back to that again. So there's that. So yeah, everything has been going really great. I guess if anything, I want to reset my goals for my career and my growth and my future, and kind of concentrate on those things for the, end of the year. I think that'll be good. So anyway, I do this just to kind of check in, and you guys should check in with yourselves too. Let me know, reach out if you've, stuck to yours, if you've smashed your goals, if you've completely forgotten them. Maybe this reminded somebody to be like, oh yeah, I should have done this. And that's my thing, is like, it's literally just the middle of August. Like, it's not over yet. You still have half a year to smash your resolutions, to smash your goals. Time is not up yet. So that's so exciting. I always love doing like a middle of the year check-in, so that by the end of the year I can be like, look, I freaking did it. Like, I didn't drop the ball on it. That's awesome. So anyway, there is that. Also wanted to say a shout out to, I saw a few people signed up for Go Cleanse, which is so awesome. I wish I could say I could do an official 11-day with you guys, but once I get back from space, I absolutely will. But just know I'm still doing my stuff, doing my short cleanses, doing my shakes every day, just to keep track, keep accountable, and just wanted to shout out and give all the positive vibes to everyone who's starting their cleanses. Please message me. Let me know, what you're trying, how it's going, pictures. I love, 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 love hearing about this stuff. And if you want to order any products as well, or just check out any information about what I'm talking about, Go Cleanse has awesome products. They have 11-day cleanses as well as 30-day cleanses, depending on, what you're ready for, or any kind of changes you want to make. And they're great too if you're not even wanting to do like weight loss, just like kind of like a feeling better, cleansing all the bad crap out of your body, and just kind of a reset. It's so great for that too. So you can check out all the products there and everything I'm talking about at gocleanse.com/Sarah, SARAH, or you can also call a number if you have any questions, like health concerns, or, a lot of people say they have like thyroid issues or like diabetes or stuff like that. I want to know what products can work for them. Rita can definitely help you guys out. And the number you can call is 1-800-700-6656. If you needed a second to get a pen or write it down, once again, it's 1-800-700-6656. So there you go. There you go. This was a fun episode to do. I liked this a lot. Yeah. I might do, never mind. I'm going to keep that to myself. Secrets are fun, y'all. So basically, this is that. I will be leaving here in a few days for space. But I love you all so much. Once again, I'm going to say I don't know when I will be back. But when I do, it'll be great. And I just hope everyone is having a great summer. Shout out to all the moms and dads who have kids and are getting them back into school as well. I know this is a crazy, chaotic time, so sending out all the love and good vibes to all of you for that as well. And just love you guys all so much. All of you are awesome. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. Once again, you can check out my website, sarahbshow.com. That's SARAH, the letter B, show.com. There you can get all my episodes, all the links to my social media pages, and you can even leave a voicemail or an email or a question or any concern or something you might want to hear on a future episode. I always welcome those because it makes my life easier to know what you guys want to hear about. Any guests you might want to have or recommend. And I promise I'll actually go check those one day. And it might be like a year from now, but it will happen one day. Oh my gosh. All right. Love you guys so much and have a great day. Mwah.